Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed, and today is Season 3, Episode 6. Again, I'm not even checking anymore. It's sometime in Season 3. It's the last game of the regular season, the last games, with FCOS on Football Manager 2018. I know this is a terrible intro, and I do apologise. So I thought I was going to be bringing you the MVV game, but things got moved around due to international commitments of mostly my Irish players. So that got moved. So a few things have happened since we last met. As you can see from the league, we are 10th. We're currently in a playoff spot. We've had a pretty good run of form, actually. What did we last meet for? FC Emmen. So this was the start of period 4. We've won 4 and drawn 2 and lost 1 of those games. Yet again, we've lost to Young As, which is ridiculous because they're always just so terrible. But for some reason, this tactic just doesn't seem to work well against teams at the bottom. We beat MVV in our last game 2-1, which is crucial. But yeah, so FCM we won 3-1. Most of these games, apart from the 4-0 loss, we've performed really well in. A lot of the time I've ended up going to shorter passing during the game. Fortunately, we just absolutely smashed out the park. A 0-0 draw against Young Ajax is really good. 1-0 draw against Utrecht. We were 1-0 up until the 71st. So that was a shame. But a draw was probably a fair result. And then MVV, we did get a goal back a bit later on. They only really threatened once, but it was annoying because they're down to 10 men, so I did worry. So yeah, the league, obviously, as you saw, we are in 10th place. So that, provided no one ridiculous wins the 4th period, will secure a playoff spot. I did want to avoid that horrible first round, but it's better to do that than to not be in it, right? So how things stand in terms of the 4th period. We're actually 4th at the moment. I think RKC have already won one. NEC, already in a playoff spot as it is. So it would drop down to the next place in the league. So I think even 11th would qualify at this stage, but I'm not 100% sure. Because you're obviously Young and Trek can't go. So all I need to do basically is just win our 2 games. And that's it. We will be into the playoffs again, which even up to last episode, I could not have predicted. The form has just turned around drastically. We're keeping clean sheets a lot. It is good. Roda JC have absolutely demolished the league this season. It's insane. But we are playing Volendam. No, we're not playing Volendam. We're playing Dordrecht. Sorry, Volendam are sort of the team we've got to watch out for at the moment. Dordrecht, I think, are a bit lower down, so yeah, they're in 14th. Although they are only 3 points behind. It's ended up being quite tight in this area again for the last couple of playoff spots. But let's get into it. So tactic, not changed at all. We've got a change in personnel at the back, which I'll tell you about in a second. So we've got Moose, Birmingham, Azevedo, Kramer and Vasquez. So Kramer is in for Maxwell, who got injured right at the end of last game, but his form has really picked up recently. Admittedly, a 6.72 doesn't make it look like that, but considering how bad he was the rest of the time, I say really picked up. There was a 6.3. Oh, that was against Young As, that's fair enough. But he's been a lot more solid. A lot more higher 6s and a couple of 7s and 8s where he scored goals. So that's looking good, but Kramer comes in for this one. I'm slightly worried because he's hardly played this season. His stats are okay, but yeah, just not playing worries me. Butnick and Backboard still in the middle. Rodrigo Silva still starting on the right with Urbe in the middle, Atta on the left, and Sean Kelly continues up front. Surprisingly, no one's moaning about lack of football in terms of the other strikers. Oh, he's wanted by Ajax and Club Brugge. To be fair, Montgomery is good. He's just not getting a chance because I'm not playing with 2 up front. I've been switching it a bit if we're chasing games to 2 up front and dropping Urbe. But I don't think it necessarily helps us. Other things to note, we did have our youth intake. It was okay, but I'm not going to show it because you're not going to see any of the players this season, maybe even next season. I did sign everyone up to a future full-time deal, though, because we've got a couple of feeder teams now, so I kind of want to get them moving and eventually, hopefully, get some youth prospects from them. So Van der Kust has signed on until next season. Again, he's the same age for a couple of weeks, actually, as Rodrigo Silva on the right, with higher current ability, potential abilities probably similar or higher, actually, but Rodrigo Silva is technically one of our own until we can get Van der Kust. I don't trust me necessarily will. So I'm carrying with Rodrigo Silva, who's also sort of performed better on the whole this season. Urbe signed on to next season. And Ate is officially going to be our player in the summer. So we're getting in for about 700 a week or so. And then, again, the whole can be extended by 2 years and 2 years upon promotion. So I think it's not a bad little deal. I know he's close to his full potential, but he performs pretty well. If we look at his stats, he's only ever played for us, and I'm pretty happy with him. He's really sort of stepped up in the last since he saw us for M, and he's been pretty good. There's only one game where he's a bit of a dud. The rest of them all pretty good. So yeah, happy times. Everyone else is pretty good. So let's get into it against Dordrecht. I have just turned it on to short passing as well. So previously I was getting into games and judging on the first few minutes, see if we had to do short passing, but I'm just beginning with it this time. It's all over to you now. No one cares. No one cares. So let's see what we can do. But I wouldn't have... I've been ready to write off this series, to be honest, because I've got the other impending... it's going to take me ages to even start it off. The other impending Football Manager series I will be doing for the next couple months. I was sort of thinking this is the end because we were just looking terrible. I wasn't enjoying it. And just kind of turning back to a 4-2-3-1, even though it's like a 4-1-1-3-1, but whatever. That just seems to have changed it completely. It's sort of back to last season during our good spell. I'm not always expecting the good spells, but we just were looking horrific for a lot this season, and it was depressing. And I wasn't enjoying it, but at least I can see shoots now. So players like Maxwell have really come on. Kelly has got his first full cap for Northern Ireland already. There's some good improvement going on. Birmingham's been really good recently. It's good. I do want to see what happens next season. Even if I end up taking this offline at some point, I'm enjoying it, and it's good because, oh dear. Oh, they put it just wide. Because I wasn't really enjoying FM18 that much. I started a save with a Southend Manor to begin with, like down in the Essex Senior League. Ended up moving to Whittam, saved them for relegation on the last day of the season. Went to Nuneaton, got them relegated on the last day of the season. Then went to like Colwyn Bay. And it was just... I don't mind the journeyman, but I wasn't expecting a journeyman. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I didn't really perform that well. Oh dear. Moose somehow keeps out. I have to zoom in on that because I'm not even commentating. So far, we've kind of been dominated a bit here. Yeah, when you're not expecting a journeyman, you wanted to stick with the side forever. It was a bit of a killer. But I was also getting the tactics wrong there. It just, I don't know, it's taken a while to get to learn the game. Pleased with how things are going. No one cares, as per usual. I'm going to keep it as it is for now. I know we've not actually done anything, but... the important thing is keeping it vaguely tight. This is a tougher game than it lets on, seeing as they're in 14th. Because a slip up here and all of a sudden, I don't think we're going to get anything from the fourth period. We've got to be really lucky to win it to guarantee the playoff spot. And if we win it, then we've also kept hold of 10th at least anyway. So it doesn't really matter. We kind of just had to win both games and then everything else sorts itself out. We are not doing much in the middle. Backboard was unhappy previously because we didn't get promoted, as you remember, but he's now fine. He signed another deal for another like £25 more a week. So that's happy days as well. He's just, yeah, he's happy with it. So we got him for another however many years if we activate all the options. That's something I need to start doing rather than giving people new deals. He's not done much today, but he is on a 7. Tell you what, Butnick's been pretty good though. I don't really want to get rid of him. Vasquez for Van der Linden. I'm actually going to bring off Rodrigo Silva for Van der Kast. We'll carry on as it is for now. We might start pressing him properly in a minute to see if we can actually create a chance. So we're up on possession. In fact, I'm going to do it now. Because we are doing better on possession. Let's just start to close down a lot more. Push up. I am still sticking to standard. I think I've changed it to attacking once in the last 8 games or so, just because I feel as if we're getting enough movement from the standard. With about 10 minutes to go, we've not created a single thing, and this is a bit of a dud so far. We've got it now on the edge. Can we actually create something from it? That's not looking good. That's a big ball over the top. Dordrecht are in, and put it just wide. That is crucial to our playoff prospects. We've got a throw in now. Urban on the left gives it to Ate. Can't cross it in, but Van der Linden can. Van der Kust is there and puts it just over the bar. They've gone to a 3-5-2, which is very peculiar. I wish I'd seen that before because I would have put my wingers on attack. But I'll leave it as it is with 2 minutes to go. There's another highlight here. Can we get it from them? Holds. He's been coming on a lot. I do love Holds, as you know. They tackled. Will they screw up in defence? We are pushing them. We're pressing them. Kelly nips in. And Kelly... Oh, he just needed to do a little FIFA thing and play it back to Halilurbe. There's 35 seconds to go and there is another highlight. I don't know if this is the end of the game or not. Please clear it, Kramer. Someone clear it. Someone get it out. Moose. Halilurbe picks it up. There's 20 seconds. No, I think that's it then. This is so tight. We're still in 10th as it stands right now, this very second. If we get a goal, that ends all speculation. Urbe's on the edge of the box and smashes it wide. Oh. I mean, I'm going to say I'm lucky. I'd rather draw than lose, obviously. I've noticed this a lot more. I'm now being a lot more sensible with my tactics. So we are on 49 points with NAC. Oh, it's so tight. It is so tight. We're 2 points ahead of, who was it? 2 points ahead of Volendam, 3 points ahead of Dordrecht, with a better goal difference than Dordrecht. But if we lose, we're likely to not have a better goal difference than them. I don't know who Volendam have on the last day, but we've got Telstar who are near the bottom, so that's exciting for us. Who was I looking for? Volendam, who have Young Ajax, that's good for us. And Dordrecht have Willem 2 away, which has proved a lot easier this year than it should have done, seeing as they got relegated last season. And the last team to look out for is NAC, who have Fortuna, who did what they did in the... I don't know if anyone's watching who watched in the first season or if anyone remembers, but Fortuna won a period and then did nothing else the whole time. That's very much what they've done this time. So they could be good, they could not. It looks like some fairly even injuries. Is that Mustafa Ozil getting injured for Crawley? That's amazing. Katvic have been relegated. Is it doing that thing? Oh, I have to press a button, so I don't know if you'll see that. Sometimes it just becomes not responsive for some strange reason. I have to click the Windows button to get it working again. So yeah, overall, pretty positive. What else has happened? Board. So we tried to get a senior affiliate and that failed. It was just to bring in some more money really, and just in case it was someone abroad. I want someone abroad to connect with. And I also asked for a junior affiliate and they gave me the option of choosing, which they did last time. I said, yeah, great. Let's go for someone abroad, because I looked at the suggestions and it was all the lower leagues of Netherlands football, which makes sense. But I kind of wanted Chelmsford City because they're pretty local and they've got a lower reputation. So I was like, yeah, but they said no pretty much within a day. So that was a misfire. Maybe I should have gone for someone in Ireland, seeing as we're getting a lot of our products through there. But apart from that, if anything happens in the next few days, I'll bring it to you, but it probably won't. We've got no one up for Player of the Year this year. In fact, did Backboard win it last year or Bokila? I feel like Backboard might have won Player of the Year last year. I'll have a quick look. So just to rejoin you quickly, Backboard actually came third in the team of the year, Player of the Year last season. My assistant is retiring very soon, which is a disaster because he is a bargain for how good he is. So I might promote from within. That was the reason why I got loads of regens that have done coaching courses. And we'll have a quick look here at the training report. Lars Rieker's still doing well from last year's intake. He's not getting much game time though, because Van der Linden's doing well. Van den Heuvel's done okay. He's had a new contract. He's now a hot prospect. So when I signed him, he wouldn't do anything apart from like first team, but he's not getting first team football. He's had 6 appearances. He's made 3 assists though off the bench, so it's not bad. And Montgomery's doing well. So regardless of what happens over the summer, or in terms of promotion, I've definitely got to start loaning out some of these players. I did try and loan out some of the strikers, but they weren't really having it. Because we do have some really good options. I don't want them to just sit there doing nothing. I know we've got better training facilities. How good are our facilities, in fact? Because obviously we got an upgrade on them. Facilities... adequate. Oh no, average. Even better. So that's fine. So everyone's sort of getting better. I guess they're probably better than the ones in Ireland now, but So yeah, the Irish guys are good. Portuguese guys less so probably. But yeah, they need to be playing football, right? But I'm a bit nervous about this because this is probably like playoffs or bust. I mean, we've performed well sort of in the last third of the season, so that's something to look forward to next year. We've got a few higher earners leaving soon, so we've got room to manoeuvre, which is good. But the team for the last game, so Maxwell is back fit. We did have a couple of minor injuries for Birmingham and Vasquez after the last game, I think. It might not have been Birmingham, I know Vasquez was. You probably saw it. But they've recovered fine. So the team for the last game of the regular season is Moose, Birmingham, Azevedo, Maxwell, Vasquez, Butnick, Backboard, Silva, Urbe, Ate, Kelly, which has been my starting 11 for such a long time. This guy came in at the end of his contract from Finland. He's not got bad potential, and he's probably going to be quite good, but for whatever reason, he's just not getting in the squad because I've got Birmingham, and Birmingham's been performing well and fit quite a lot. I mean, 6.84 doesn't sound good, but I think the defensive guys have been hampered by our form earlier in the season, quite frankly. Is there anyone else I want to change? Not particularly. I just wish I had more. I wish I could just put everyone on the bench, quite frankly, because Hagenar's just isn't getting a look in anymore. 2 games this season, played 12 last one. Considering his potential, I'm wasting all these players, but I've got so many good ones now. Like, it's sad, but why'd I build up Hagenar's when I've already got like ready-made people with great current ability and potential ability? Right, come on, lads. We are potentially only a point away. Yeah, so how it's working is obviously if we win, I think we get playoffs. If we win, we just get playoffs. Fine. I don't know if 10th or 9th makes a difference. I don't think it will. But just the higher the better. We finished 9th last season. It'd be nice to finish 9th this season at least. They've got Gerson Rodriguez in the middle. No, not in the middle, on the left, who's scored so many goals against us. Telstar you've seen a few times. I've obviously seen them a lot, and I hate them. I hate them so much. Silver corner on the left, falls to Ate on the edge, goes for a shot, comes to nothing. Here's the guy now, Rodriguez, and they are breaking in numbers, and it looks like we're going to struggle to get anything off of them. Banjaki, cross it into the middle. Don't give away a penalty. Now they're on the edge of the box. We forced them back, but they're probably going to get something from this. And it's another cross, and they're going to have another chance to cross now unless Birmingham gets in, which he does. Gives it to Silva. A bit of a wayward touch, but we get away with it. Urbe now in the middle. We're not breaking that quickly. We're sort of holding our position. But Kelly has made a great run through the middle and might get a shot away. Does, and De Boer saves it. As it stands, we're still 10th. Which is okay. It's not the worst, is it? But you kind of just want the win, right? Oh, something's moved beneath us. Our Fortuna have gone up, which means Dordrecht have gone down, so that's good. So that's one of the potential issues out of the way. And we are dominating possession again. So that's good. And they've had an injury right back. So it's looking better. It's looking good. Well, Vasquez is looking complacent. I'm going to say I'm pleased. Oh, boy. I can't believe it's come to this. We were so bad. And we kept having false dawns. I say false. We win one game and I'll be like, this is it. This is the formation. But no. But we're looking so much better now. And I'm really pleased. And all it meant was just going back to last season's formation. And kind of accepting we were going to concede goals. But we sort of haven't conceded too many. Apart from where we conceded 4 and they're terrible. That was a great ball by Maxwell to Kelly, who's onto it in a flash. He's gone a bit wide. De Boer saves it and did get another goal on it, but didn't do much with it. So we've not created much. We've done short passing and retained possession, and seemingly no one cares too much about that. Seeing as Butnick's on a yellow, I'm going to bring on Van Mullen, who's not had many chances this season, but he does the same sort of job in defensive midfield. So that's where he will be as well. Vasquez can come off because he's 1 yellow card away from a suspension. So Van der Linden comes on for him. Do I make another change? Sorry for the clicking. Van der Kust can come on from my boy Rodrigo Silva, who's performed terribly today. I'm going to stick the wingers on attack and see what we can do, if anything. We've got 20 minutes. I'd like to win. We are still in 10th. Volendam are 3 points behind those, so it will require a big comeback from them at this point. The worry is there, nothing's happening. I might just leave it. Oh, here we go. Highlight. Van der Linden deep on the left in our half from the throw-in. We're playing it around just between ourselves, which I'm happy about. Ate now picks up from deep. Puts it forward for Kelly, who is onto it again. Third time is the charm. No, it's not. Oh, no. The ball's there. Volendam are now only 2 points behind. Oh. What do I do? Do I shop? What do I do? Helmander then. Oh, I've zoomed in a bit now, haven't I? No one wants... Oh, there we go. Sorted it out. I like to use the actual pad when I'm playing Football Manager because it's a lot quieter than the terrible mouse I bought. No, don't you dare. We've conceded with a minute to go. I'm just staring at the table on the... I don't know why it's a highlight. We've just let them get a cross in. It's their first chance of the game. Benjaki has a go. Kelly has been wasteful today, and that might come back and bite us. Oh, everyone's a point behind. Helmander a point behind. Volendam are a point behind. Dordrecht are surely out of it. Fortuna don't matter. I know Helmand couldn't catch us, but Volendam could if we lost and they won. No. I can't remember. Maybe it was Dordrecht. No, it was Dordrecht. So Volendam. Oh, we hit the bar from across. Oh, I'm not even looking at the action. I don't think there's any last minute drama. I think we finished 10th. I feel as if we've been robbed there. Which is a shame because we can't, like, if we've gone into the playoffs, I think we have, but if we've gone into the playoffs, we've been in such good form. I feel kind of robbed by that. We're into the playoffs, we could have finished 11th. Oh, look at it, in all its glory. We qualify for the playoffs again. How have we done that? Helmand have stolen a playoff spot in the last minute. Oh, man. I actually can't believe it. I really can't believe it. We were so terrible for so long in that season. I mean, let's have a quick look while I just click through. Just so inconsistent. I mean, how many wins is it? It's not many wins. One of those wins is a friendly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the league until 8, 9. To be fair, the form now doesn't look so good towards the end of the season, does it? Since you guys came along to watch. It's because I closed the game and I opened it again, so it's punished me. But actually, I'm pretty happy. I know that looks a bit rubbish at the end, but I'm happy overall. I think we are actually on a formation that could do something. We've held our own against bigger teams. It's the really terrible team. So again, we kind of showed there Young Az and Telstar, who are terrible, and they've punished us. Though to be fair, a lot of that is Sean Kelly's fault up front for not being able to finish one of his 3 chances off. I don't know what game I've clicked, but Wimbakila is showing up as scoring a hat-trick. He's still doing nothing. He's obviously retired and he just wants to be a coach or assistant manager for someone, but it's not happening. Lars Rieker's injured. We've got a few injuries there. Reserves. We've been a lot better on the injuries, actually, this season, and it was actually TedRedwood Gaming in the comments mentioned he thinks that the training facilities will help out with less injuries and stuff. I've got no idea about that, but maybe it holds true. We've been a lot better off. We've only sort of got a few of the 1 to 3 day injuries after a game. Eric Apaya, who are you? You've broken your leg, haven't you? Or fractured lower leg. You can wait for now. I swear I've already offered him a contract. This is one of the guys from the youth intake, so what should be the case, I'll leave him for now. What should be the case is I've offered them all full-time contracts because I do, like I mentioned, I want them to go to the affiliates, even if they're a bit rubbish. Oh, I should have seen who won the cup. Browsy Browse. I don't click that often. Who won it? Runners up, Ajax. And Ajax. I mean, was it... Am I blind? Oh, Vitesse. It's just everything showing up twice for some strange reason. So Vitesse won it. We beat last season. No, we didn't. That's a lie. We lost them last season. They beat Ajax in the final. So nothing stupid like NEC winning it this year. Or last year, whatever. How did NEC do? So obviously they're in the playoffs this season. Did they actually get into Europe from that? That's something to think about in the future. So if we have a look at their schedule... Someone will tell me where it is. There it is. Yeah, they went straight into the group phase. That is insane. I mean, how? For winning the cup, they went straight into the Europa group phase. They actually beat PAOK 2-0. Or PAOK. I call them PAOK. So yeah, that might be a route for us. And hopefully it means runners-up get it as well. Because we've shown we're not too far off the sort of mid-table Eredivisie sides than neither of the rest of this league, it seems, which is unfortunate. It's been that competitiveness which has really cost us. Any other season where I think, well, maybe not any other season, last season when we had that form so early on, it was amazing. We've had it at the end of this one and it's been superb. How have our loan players done? They've done fine. Lucas Moller, yeah, he's getting jogged. So it's interesting, our saving game. Oh, I'll be with you in a second. Still just waiting. I can't remember what it was last season. They just sprung it on us massively that we're playing Telstar. I remember because I switched the recording off because I clicked through a few days and I was just like, where is it? What is going on? I presume we have to get to... I mean, maybe the Eredivisie still has some games. So if they do, I'd assume it will be over this weekend. Excelsior Reserves relegated. Oh no, that's not even from our division, is it? So I'm going to have a quick gander at the Eredivisie. Young Ajax, that's not helpful, is it? Oh. Wait, if I go to Young Ajax, I hate not being able to click through. Senior team, Eredivisie. Yeah, they do have one more game. And it does matter, actually. So that's annoying. So yeah, I just got to wait a couple more days. So I'll see you in a couple of days, I guess. Ajax want Neil Montgomery? Absolutely not. For those that don't know the name of my guys yet, he's like the backup Northern Irish striker. Again, awesome. They're all so good. I don't know what to do with them. I tried desperately to get a two-man striking formation working, but I just couldn't. And it's not like we've been so much better since we've had an actual attacking mid back in there. I know we looked okay for a few games when we had the diamond, but it just wasn't quite... We didn't look solid at all. I think this works a lot better because our fullbacks, I've probably mentioned already, they're set to support, but in their player instructions I've sort of set them up to be more of like a defensive role. So I just see them, they're moving forward more than like an actual defensive fullback. They're not quite as gung-ho. Here we go. We're playing Helmond. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting here. So, either FC Os or Helmond will play FC Eindhoven in the playoff second round. So obviously they went up last season as second place, but champions elect, essentially, because young Ajax won it. And they've got Fatih Kamachi. What is going on here? Look at that, that's better. Fatih Kamachi, who's been very average, well, not even average, just terrible this season. So that's interesting. So we're playing Helmond. First, let's look at Helmond first. We've got to get through that game. How have we done against them? Can I see past results? Here we go. It's in schedule, just so you know, and it's on the right-hand side. I know everyone else knows this. Well, that's no good, is it? 1-2, drawn 2, lost 2. Most recent was coming up 5 months ago and we beat them 2-1. Before that, very early in the season, we lost 3-2. So that looks like a fairly settled side at that point. Actually, that is the same side, is it not? We're probably just playing a different formation. Yeah, no, we played 2 up front. So Urbe came on as a sub, but he was there anyway. So yeah, that's interesting. When are we playing that? Let's do a click. 3 days. So that will be next episode. I know I've been a bit quieter recently. A lot of it's to do with nerves about this save, so I do apologise. But if you've enjoyed that, please do smash a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll bring you the playoffs soon, depending on this is a 3 episodes a week episode. 3 weeks, you know what I'm trying to say. 3 episodes a week or 5 episodes a week, whatever. You'll see it soon anyway. By being Ted Redwood, and thank you very much for watching.